Hola darlings, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. Today is not going to be anything to do with makeup, so if you are here for a makeup tutorial or if you are here for anything to do with makeup, I'm really sorry, but this video probably isn't for you, so I'll see you in the next one. I recently put up something on Instagram asking you guys if you wanted to see a video surrounding quite a sensitive topic, and this topic will be around mental health. Now, disclaimer for this video, I'm not making this video for pity, for you to feel sorry for me or anything like that. I'm making this video to just talk about something that has so much stigma attached to it. For years, I've known so many people that have suffered with mental health, whether that be anxiety, depression, you know, anything. And unfortunately, so many people don't talk about it. You know, I feel like I need to sit here today and just give you my perspective, so give you my side of how things have been for me, maybe, you know, give you some advice. I just want to put out there, I am not a professional, I'm not a counsellor, I'm not a psychologist, you know, I'm not here to give you professional advice, but I'm hoping by making this video that I can reach out to, you know, as many people as possible, and please, if you are suffering with anxiety, depression, if you know, anything to do with mental health, please speak to somebody. You know, please just go to a family member, go to a friend, someone that you trust. Just go and speak to somebody, and you know, sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes all it takes is somebody to hear you, to listen to you. They don't have to say anything, they can just sit there, okay? But please, if you are struggling, go to somebody. So we're going to get started with this video. So, real quick, this is going to be quite difficult for me. I haven't spoken publicly about my experience with mental health and my journey, so this is the first time that I'm putting this out there, so bear with me. So my anxiety started about 6 years ago. So I was still in school at this point, I was doing my GCSEs, we just moved house, and unfortunately around that time my nan had just passed away. It's the first time I'd lost somebody really important to me, so that was really hard for me. At first I didn't really know what was happening, so the symptoms that I got at first were feeling really sick all the time. You know, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, so I was awake all night, I wouldn't sleep a wink, my heart would beat really fast. You know, my body always felt like it was hot and cold, like it was tingling. It was really bad. So yeah, I was feeling sick, my heart was beating fast, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat, all of those things. And it gets to a point where your anxiety is so bad that the depression starts to kick in because you don't know what to do anymore. So at this point I was, you know, Portugal. I'd gone back to Portugal for a holiday with my family and I didn't know what to do anymore. And I started to realise, you know, I need to go to the doctor. So the first thing I did was I thought to myself, I need to do something about this. So I came back to England, I saw my GP, and I sat there and I said, I don't know what to do anymore. So it kind of started from there. I've been on and off medications. I've, you know, sometimes you don't find the right medication and you've got to come off it and you've got to wean yourself onto another one. And if you'd like to see a video on that, I will make another video about medication. And the medication was fine, but I knew I needed to do something else. I knew I needed to speak to somebody that I didn't know, that whose opinion essentially wouldn't matter, because they don't know me, I don't know them. They are there to listen to me and they can't be biased. So it took me a very, very, very long time to admit that I needed to see somebody. And it took me a long time to realise that actually reaching out to somebody was a strong thing to do. It wasn't making me weak. I was strong because I'd come to the conclusion myself that I needed to see somebody and that I needed help. So the first counsellor I went to, I had a few sessions with her, but I felt like I wasn't really getting anywhere. So I stopped counselling for about a year and a bit, and I've recently just started counselling again. And it really helps. It really helps to just sit down with somebody who doesn't have opinions, who can't judge you, who isn't opinionated on your life and on your decisions, and you can sit there and you can just vent. You can vent about life, you can say exactly how you're feeling, you can sit there and you can be honest, because that person doesn't know you personally. It's not like sitting in front of a family friend or a family member, even your best friend, even your mum, your dad. Some people can't talk to their family. Some people don't feel like they can talk to their friends. And sometimes talking to somebody who is outside of the situation, looking in from the outside, really, really helps. I was really, really nervous about my first session. You always are when you first see a counsellor. But you know what? They made me feel so at ease when I got in there, and from then on it was like I could just go in, they'd ask me how I was doing, what had gone on that week, and it's funny how it all just flows out of you. It's like once you open that gate you can't close it, but that's good because you need to get everything out, you need to talk to somebody. Another thing that comes with my anxiety as well is overthinking. I overthink absolutely everything. Feeling out of the blue you'll be fine, and then the next minute you'll feel like you're not good enough, you feel like you're not loved, you all of a sudden need all of this reassurance from everybody around you. My poor fiance, it's daily, and these people love you, but your anxiety doesn't allow you to think rationally. When you are in this state of anxiety, depression, you're in this hole, there's nothing that you can do or anyone can do to pull you out. It's like a storm. You've got to just wait until it's over. And that's probably the hardest thing about mental health, is accepting that actually I feel like this and I'm going to feel like this for a little while, and I've got to wait until it's over. And it can last minutes, it can last seconds, it can last hours, it can even last days. And that is one thing that I have learned over these 6 years of battling with mental health problems, is that you need to learn how to cope with it yourself, because everybody has different ways of coping with things, but you need to see what works for you. When you're in that hole where you feel like you're not loved, you need reassurance, you feel like you've upset people all the time, someone might put, this is, a really small example, but some of you might feel this way, because I know I have before. Someone puts one less little kiss on a text message, and all of a sudden you're like, what have I done wrong? You know, someone's tone might be a little bit off, and it might have nothing to do with you whatsoever, but in that moment, in your head, you think, I've done something wrong. And unfortunately, that is a daily battle, and it's something that, you know, you've got to deal with it. Sometimes I say to my fiance, you know, it's probably me just being silly, it's probably, you know, it's probably my anxiety playing up, but are we okay? And sometimes that's all you need. You just need to ask, are we okay? That person, you know, if that person knows you and they care for you and they're truly your friend, or, you know, it's a family member that you get on with really well and they truly, you know, understand, then trust me, they will know. It makes all the difference. And it's hard when you are close to somebody that suffers with mental health, because a lot of the time it's hard to know what to say, what to do. Sometimes you just need people to be there. They don't need to say anything, they don't need to do anything. Sometimes they can just sit there, and that's all you need. You know, and there have been times where I have felt so rough, I don't want to leave the house, I've had to cancel plans, and that's okay. It's okay for you to turn around and say, you know, I'm not okay today, can we have a rain check, can we do this another day? Or, you know, I'm feeling a bit rough right now, you know, I'm feeling a bit anxious, I can't go out, but maybe if you're still free later and I'm feeling better, we can do something. If your friends love you and they genuinely care about you, if your family loves you and genuinely cares about you, they will understand. They will understand if you cancel plans. They will understand if last minute you say, I'm really sorry, I can't. They will understand. And it's the people that genuinely care about you that will know when to be there, and, you know, the moments where you just need time on your own. And, you know, at the same time, it's hard when you have mental health problems to let people in. It is hard, and that's why I advise, you know, see a counsellor first. Speak to somebody who doesn't know you, who doesn't know your story. You know, sometimes you need somebody from the outside to just listen in. But I'm asking all of you, please just speak to somebody. I know, honestly, I know sometimes you just want to stay in bed all day. I've had days where I haven't been able to get out of bed. I've had days where I know I need to shower and my hair's greasy and I haven't been able to get out of bed and do that. And, sorry. And I understand that. Honestly, but the best thing you can do is just talk to somebody. Just talk to somebody. The days where you don't feel like getting out of bed, try and get up for something. Doing something, in this case it was for my bunnies, you know, I adopted these bunnies who needed a home, and every morning I knew I had to get up to feed them, I knew I had to get up to groom them, I knew I had to get up to give them cuddles and give them love, I knew I had to get up to clean their hutch, that sort of thing. You need a purpose, and it doesn't matter what it is, but anything, you know, I love makeup, I get up and I do makeup, I post Instagram, you know, makeup looks every day. Find something that you know will motivate you, because when you are in that hole, it's hard to get out, and you need something that will make you think, right, I've got to keep going, because you've got to keep going. Life is too short for you to sit around and think that you're not good enough, because you are. It's your anxiety and your depression talking. But I've learnt that you need to be stronger than that, and you are good enough, and you need to look after yourself, because you can't pour from an empty cup. If that cup is not full, you can't pour anything from it. And that is always what I say. Always going to wake up and think, my hair's not right today, or, you know, I've got a spot today, my makeup isn't right today. There's always going to be something, and you're always going to doubt yourself for something or other. But you need to beat that, because your anxiety will tell you things that aren't there. You know, it will tell you you're not good enough. It will tell you people are upset with you. It's not true. It's not true. And, you know, it's really hard. It's been 6 years and I still haven't mastered it. You know, I still don't know how you stop thinking like that. You know, you can't rewire your brain, but take it one step at a time. Find something to motivate you to get up. Speak to somebody. You are good enough. You need to tell yourself over and over and over, okay? If you don't want to talk to somebody, get a notebook, write it down. You need to find a way to get everything that's in here out, because otherwise it just builds up and builds up and builds up. If you want to see more videos about mental health, or if you want to see more videos about my journey, please let me know. Please reach out to me if you need to. Okay, I'm not making these videos just to put them out there and then that's it. Please, if you want, I will leave my Instagram linked down below so that you can private message me. I will leave an email down below if you want to get in contact with me. You know, if you feel like you can't speak to a counsellor, if you feel like you can't talk to anybody, please just talk to someone, okay? It doesn't have to be me, it can be anyone. But if you would like to contact me, then please do, and I will reply to everybody. So I think I'm going to just finish this video by saying that you are good enough. You can't pour from an empty cup. So please make sure that your cup is always full. Talk to someone. That's all I'm going to say. Talk to somebody. It's so important. And find family and friends that you can surround yourself with, that love you and care about you and understand, because mental health isn't a joke. It's also not something that people should have stigma about. You know, we need to talk about it. It's something that needs to be talked about. It's something that people need to acknowledge. You know, we can't just take medication and that's it. You know, then there needs to be more openness about this. We need to talk about it. We need to talk to each other. We need to help each other. We need to support each other. So let me know if you want to see any more of these videos. If you made it till the end, thank you so much for watching and for listening. Please make sure that you hit the subscribe button, you like the video, leave a comment down below about what you'd like to see next, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.